Hi guys, we'll be starting in a couple of minutes. Okay, so I guess most of you are here. Um, Let me just. Yeah, guys, am I visible? Okay. So hi guys, my name is Vaibhav and I am a SDE at BrowserStack. I have roughly 2 years of work experience working at different companies. Right now I'm working at BrowserStack. Previously, I have worked at ThoughtWorks. Uske pehle I worked at a fintech startup based out of the USA. And I have been an instructor at AccuJob for roughly 1 year now. And I will be taking your module D. So today's lecture is basically going to be focused on how to approach module D and what are we going to discuss in this module, right? So I hope everybody is excited. So, okay. So I guess this has been communicated to you guys beforehand that module D is basically a placement readiness module, right? So this module is basically going to prepare you for your actual placements. And during the course of these modules, the companies are also going to start to come. And if you get a score above a certain threshold in your mocks, then obviously you are going to be forwarded for placements for that company. So just, I mean, the first advice that I would like to give you is to practice hard and work hard for these 2 months, because parallelly, along with your lectures, you are also going to be giving actual interviews for during this module, right? No, it is not compulsory to have an internship. You can have good projects listed on your resume as well if you want to uh, get your resume shortlisted. And don't worry, we are going to do a resume building session as well in this module. So that is going to clear all your doubts regarding your resume, right? So I hope if everybody is clear, can I get a thumbs up? Okay. Yeah. So I'll just share my screen, guys, and just let me know when it is visible. Yeah. I hope my screen is visible, everyone. If you have any doubts in between, just post it on the chat. I'm looking at the chat all the time, so I'll be able to answer that to you. Okay. So yeah, so this is how the flow of your module looks like. So we are going to start with the resume building session, right? And why are we going to start with the resume building session? Because during the course of this module, you are going to actually be giving interviews for companies if you qualify in your mock, right? So the first and foremost thing that we want is that your resume is ready after the first week itself of this module, right? So the first week will comprise of I think 1 or 2 resume building sessions. And we, after your resumes are ready, we are also going to get it reviewed in a one-on-one session, or you can also get it reviewed by me during the lecture, towards the end of the lecture. Okay? I hope that is clear, everyone. Okay? So resume building session is clear. इसके बाद during the first, can you share this module D curriculum? Yes, it will be shared with you in some time, but right now just focus on the screen because that is what I'm explaining. Okay. So So also in the second week, you are going to have some SQL theory questions as well as some practical DBMS lectures. So that is going to prepare you for the little amount of SQL that you can have. You can be asked in your interviews. Is that clear, guys? Please don't write on my screen. It distracts everyone. Okay. So I hope these two sections are clear. The first week of this module, everybody followed what we are going to do, right? Now, after that, in the second week, we have a review and practice of previously asked interview questions. So the companies that have come to hire previous AccuJob alumni, whatever company comes to recruit from AccuJob, those companies have asked certain questions mostly. So we are specifically going to target those questions that are mostly asked in the interviews so that you are even more prepared, and there can be a chance that you already have solved a particular question before you sit for the interview, right? I hope that is clear, guys. Yeah, excuse me. Right, just give me 1 second. Okay. And so in between the first week and second week, you can see that the weekend is completely dedicated to a project building session. So if you don't have internships, or even if you have internships, guys, projects are a very crucial part of your resume. I think you will learn that in the resume building session itself. But projects you have to make in any case, even if you have a internship or even if you have a job experience. So project building session we'll be doing over the weekends, and I hope by the end of the first month of this module, or by the end of 2-3 weeks of this module, if you follow the guidelines, you will have a couple of good projects ready to list on your resume. ठीक है? इसके बाद every week you will every weekend you can have one-on-one sessions with the mentors to clear any doubts that you had during the course of the lectures that week. Additionally, you can also you can just simply towards the end of the lecture ask your doubts, and in every lecture in this module we are going to give you a certain set of homework questions which we encourage you to solve during during the next day, and we are going to solve those homework questions in the class itself. Okay? Do we need demo of projects with database or only? So these things will be much more clearer in the resume building sessions. But yes, you need a demo for your projects in order to showcase your projects. You will have 2-hour classes. Okay? So I hope the second week is also clear, everyone. Right? Again, in the second weekend also, you will have a project building session. So that will ensure that you have another project ready to list on your resume. Uske baad, we'll just go to the basics, like the basic questions, basic theory questions that are asked in your interviews, which is object-oriented programming and very simple topics like linked lists and arrays. We are going to discuss in-depth questions on that are asked in the interviews. I think the timing will be 9 to 11. Today is the introduction class. That is why it is from 7:30. The timing will be from 9 to 11. Okay. So I hope this week as well, the third week is clear, everyone. Right. And I mean, every week. So you can give any number of mocks that you want. And I would highly encourage you to give as many mocks as you can, because the mocks actually prepare you for the interviews. The mocks help you to remove the nervousness of an interview, and also basically you get introduced to some new questions and you get to know that how much you are well prepared for an actual interview, right? So failing in a mock is much better than failing in an actual interview. So always try to give as many mocks as you can. Yeah, so we will discuss that in a project building session only, right? And so every weekend you are also going to have these MCQ tests on theory and on practical topics, which is your data structures and object-oriented programming. So you guys will be able to prepare all the things during the course of the weeks. How many mocks per week we should give? So don't make it too much, but try to give at least one mock. So that will ensure that you know your status at the end of every week, right? Again, so as I discussed before, we are going to discuss previously asked interview questions from all the topics. So week 4 is dedicated to linked list, stacks, and binary search. And so stack is a very important data structure along with linked list. I hope you guys understand that linked list is a simple topic if you know what is pointer switching. Pointer switching, if you know in a good, if the concept of pointer switching is clear, then linked list is sorted. Again, stack and binary search is also important. So we are going to discuss that. Yeah, and as always, the mock and mentorship sessions will be going on during the week. So along with the lectures, you can do that. Okay. I think the marks of the last mock are going to be counted. Yeah. And towards the end of the module, you are going to have placement readiness mocks. So these placement readiness mocks are basically going to decide uh, how ready are you for the placements and which company you will be allowed to sit for. And after this module, which module you are going to move to, right? So we have a couple of more modules after this one. So your mock score completely decides which module you will move to. So always keep in mind to have a good grip on all the things so that you score well in the mocks. What if previous mocks were higher, but suddenly last one? I think average of the mocks will be considered in some way, but I think the placement readiness mock is the one that is going to have the highest value. Projects that we will build would be based on tech stack. So project tech stack. Project, we are going to introduce you the way in which you can approach building a project, how to think of an idea, how to think of a stack, and we are going to demo a project for you, but not encouraging you to use the same project. Have your separate idea, build your own project in your own language or tech stack. That will give a uniqueness to your resume. Everybody having the same projects won't look good, right? Yeah, and finally, guys, in the 5th and 6th week, we are going to discuss some advanced topics, which is trees, hashing, and in arrays, sliding window and 2 pointers are very important. So we are going to discuss that as well. And greedy approach. I mean, basically, you are going to do a mixed bag of questions in week 5 and 6. That again, these questions are asked in the interviews, and we have a selected shortlist of questions that are mostly asked. So we are going to prepare you with all of that. And every day you will have your homework questions. So just whatever questions we do in this 2 months, I think we are going to solve close to 150 questions. So just after every question is solved, it is going to be shared with you in a Google Doc. But make sure that you understand how each and every question was solved and how the code works for each and every question. So if you are updated every day with what was done in class, you won't create a backlog for yourself towards the end. So just push yourself a little harder these 2 months, and I think you should be good to go. Yeah. And another thing, the placement readiness mocks are going to judge you for all the things. So towards the end of this module, you will have the placement readiness mocks, which will judge your resume, your projects, your DSA skills, object-oriented programming, SQL. So it is going to be a long interview, which is going to involve all the things that you have learned so far. So you basically have to have everything ready in order to sit in an interview towards the end of this module. I hope that is clear to everyone. companies will start coming, I think, towards the next few weeks. ठीक है. I hope everybody has followed so far. If you have followed, guys, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, so and towards the end of the module, in the last few weeks, what we are going to do is we are not going to focus on any particular topic. We are just going to pick any random question that we find, and we are going to try to approach that question. We are going to try to figure out in which algorithm can be applied here, which data structure can be applied here. So this is going to basically boost your thinking process in order to understand which question can be solved in which way, right? So this is what the last week is going to be about. Backtracking and DP we may discuss if we have time towards the end of the weeks, but these are mostly advanced DSA concepts. And obviously towards the end of module D, I think in the last week you must have finished your projects, your resume, your placement readiness mocks, and depending on your placement readiness mock score, you are going to be shifted to the next module, right? I hope that is clear to everyone. Is this clear, guys?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, next module means what is the next module, right? Like उसमें मतलब क्या होगा next module?
Complete this module, and towards the end, you are going to get to know what are the next upcoming modules depending on your mock score.
Okay. Like ज़्यादा preparation की ज़रूरत होगी तो उस type के module में.
Yeah.
हाँ. Okay.
If your mock scores are not good enough, you are going to basically be sent to another module which will help to get your scores better. If your scores are good enough, you will be transferred to an advanced module which will teach even harder concepts. Lecture timing is 9 to 11. Can you discuss a bit on project building? Yes, project building will be discussed, but not today, in a later lecture. The agenda of today's lecture is to just introduce you to what is going to come to you in the next 2 months and how to prepare for it. What about placement? Is all batch available? So depending on the company, so if you are from 23 batch, if you are from 22 batch, the company may have a preference of which year graduate students they want, depending on that.
Hello.
Yes.
So the problems you have to solve in classes, they are enough, sir, placement.
I didn't get you. Can you repeat?
The problems which you have to discuss in these 2 months, they are enough to sit a placement.
So obviously, we are going to discuss more than 100 questions in the 2 months. So those are good questions, and those are targeted towards the companies that you will sit for. But it is highly encouraged to practice questions by yourself as well. So the more the merrier, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, this will be shared with you later on. Yeah, you will have a module test towards the end of the 2 months, which is your placement readiness mock. Yeah, so specific mocks also are going to happen. How many companies come in module D? No specific number, but a good number of companies are going to come. So, Sanidhya, are you in the meeting?
Yes, I am above.
Yeah, so you can take
I
over
think,
from here.
yeah, I'll just reclaim host.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm the host now, right? I'll just rename myself. Okay, hi everyone. Good evening. Congratulations first for clearing module 3, right? So most of you have come from module 3. So congratulations on that. You have good good mock scores. You have had good mock scores in the last module. So I'll just introduce myself. We also have Divyanshi with us, and maybe we'll have her introduction as well after me. So I'm Sanidhya. I am one of the founding members here at AccuJob, and I'll just give a brief introduction about me, about my past as well. So I graduated from IIT Delhi 2 years back and did some management consulting at PwC, right? And after that, I have joined here as a program manager. So me along with Divyanshi, we are currently looking at everything that is related to Module D. So we'll be taking your questions, and I'll just give you a brief overview of what is going to happen, right? And most of the things Fabov has already covered and has given you good insights as well. So yes, no, Pallab, I'm not Bengali, but interesting question. Okay, so Devyanshi is also here. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, hi everyone. I am Divyanshi, and here I'm managing Module D in AccuJob. So I will be taking all your queries and all your feedbacks. Along with that, all class-related stuff will be managed by me. So if you have any doubt and feedback regarding that, you can definitely come to me. Yeah, that's it about myself. Now handing over this to Sanith again.
Okay, thank you, Devyanshi. Can you mute yourself? No, I'm not the instructor, guys. Above is the instructor. So yes, so I'll just give you a brief of what is going to happen, right? So you are in now in module D. So whenever you are ready, first things first. So whenever you are ready, I know you'll be asking a lot of questions. When will the applications be starting for the companies, and how much we will be getting, right? What packages an average student getting here? So I know you'll have all of these questions. But yes, first things first. So it is very important that you attend the classes, right? So we have found out in many of the students who are already placed for module D, right? So they have attended most of the classes. So that is very important. And we also be uploading the assignments from now on, right? So that is the second thing that is very important. So attendance and assignments, right? So all of the students that have been placed here, right? So out of the 1,000 students that have already been placed here, they have had good attendance and they have solved very large number of assignments, right? So that is the very important thing that you should keep in mind. And yes, whenever you are placement ready, so I'll tell you what I mean by getting placement ready, right? And no, I'm not your batch manager. So you've already been assigned your batch manager, right? So the batch managers who are in your earlier modules, they will be the same batch managers for now as well. So yeah, so the three very important things for getting placed are what? Your technical skills, your resume, and your communication, right? So these are the very important, the first three and the most important things as well. So for resume, for which project is the part that is covered most in the resume, right? Will be helping you make your projects by hands-on project sessions, as Weber has already mentioned, right? So we will be having industry experts, right? Who will be helping you make your projects with line by line code. But again, first that which is very important is we'll be having the sessions from this weekend itself, starting from Saturday, and it is very important for you to attend those sessions, right? That is very important. And yes, Weber also mentioned this as well, that you should try to personalize your projects, right? We do not want all of the students in our module D to have the same project, right? So that is very important, that you learn how to make a project from here, that you submit your project, that you submit your GitHub link to your batch managers, right? And then you can maybe personalize your project. So because in a technical interview, you can get your job, or you get your dream job only through a project, right? So that a project is very important for you. Having at least two minor and one major project is very important, right? uh, Okay. Yeah. I'll talk about communication as well, right? So this was the part about resume, right? That will be helping you make two minor projects and one major project, right? So it is very important that you attend the project sessions, right? Which will be starting from this weekend itself. And yes, as Above already mentioned as well, in the first week itself, we will have some SQL classes, which are very important for our project building. SQL classes, DBMS classes as well, right? And we will have an extra project session before your project session actually start, just to give you an overview and clear any doubts that you may have. So this is just a brief idea of what is going to happen in some of the weeks, right? And whenever you have the three skills, right, your resume is built, and you have the good communication skills, and you have the technical skills as well, which most of you already have, but you have to polish on that as well, because you already have good mock scores. That is why you were in module D. But it is again very important to keep in touch with the DSA concepts, right? So you do not have to only focus on your resume and communication skills, because most of what gets you your dream job is your technical skills, right? So yes, to focus on attending the classes and solving the assignments as well, right? So that is very important. Don't worry, guys. I'll be taking all of your questions at the end, right? So don't worry about that. Yes, we may have some classes on weekend as well, but mostly they will be contest discussion classes or project sessions, right? So yes, and yes, I'll be taking your questions at the end as well. Okay. Okay, yeah. So after resume and your technical skills comes the communication part, right? So we have new members in our AccuJob team, right? So who will help you with your communication skills as well, right? So communication consists of two parts. So I've been telling this to module one students from the very beginning itself, right? So I'll tell you this as well. So there are two things for communication, right? So one is HR communication, and one is technical communication, right? So it is again very important that your HR communication is good, right? So for questions like the how do you introduce yourself, where do you see yourself in 5 years, like the questions like this, what you can do is maybe write the answers to this and practice them for half an hour daily, right? And we also have some very interesting place some members in our key job team, right? So who will be helping you with all of this communication part as well. But apart from HR mock, it is very important that you are good with your technical communication as well. So what do I mean by technical communication? So we have found out that in some of the students who are going for interviews, right, they're able to write the code, but they're not able to explain the code, right? So it is very important that you are able to explain your code as well. So you have to write your code, but you're able to explain your code as well. So that is the part around communication, and we will be obviously helping you with that as well. So it is very important that you give regular marks, as Web have already mentioned. That will help you get that will help you improve your communication skills. So all of these things, resume, first is your technical skills, then your resume, and then your communication. So these three are the very important things that you should focus on, right? And yes, starting from Saturday we will have your project sessions. So obviously attend those sessions. That will help you get placed, that will help you get make your resume, and that will help you get placed in your dream companies, right? So that is very important. Okay, I'm hope I'm not going too fast, right? And you're getting all of this. Some yeses will help. Okay, okay. And yes, right. So I've discussed about the skills that you need for getting placed, right? And one fact is that the most of the students that we have placed till now, they are from module D, right? What is my role? So I'm helping with all of the curriculum that is there in module D, right? So everything that you will be going through, I'm a part of that. So I'm helping in the module curriculum and adding anything new, finding the gaps that are there in a curriculum and the placement requirements, right? And I'm helping the team fill that. Okay, thanks, Preetham. Okay, yeah, and yes, so after some weeks, so after you are prepared with all of these three things, right? So you are good with the technical skills, you are having good scores in your mocks, and then your resume is made, right? So you have made your projects, and your communication skills are good as well. So after these three things, you will be getting the applications for the companies, right? So but these three things are very important. After only these three things are completed, you will be you will be getting the application to the companies, right, which are coming on in AccuJob. So yes, and yes, apart from this, I don't think I have anything else. Divyanshi, do you want to add something, or are we good for any questions?
No, I don't want to add anything right now. I think we have already covered everything. So just one request to all the students: do attend all the classes. Don't skip any class, because everything that we are going to cover in class is very important for you guys. So just don't miss any class. If you have any doubt, any confusion, so definitely you can connect with your batch managers, clear all your doubts as soon as possible, but just make sure that you are there in the class and attending everything, like the project sessions. And there will be 3 sessions in the module D, that is mock interviews that you have. So they are very important. Take all of the mock interviews and everything on time. The reminders will be there, will be there on your WhatsApp group. There will be one WhatsApp group for module D. There you will get all the reminders for everything. So just make sure that you are in line with everything that is happening. This will make your journey easier for placement. So all the best. We'll work together to get you placed. Just all the best, guys. Bye-bye. That's it.
Okay, I think we are up for any questions that you may have. So please share syllabus. So I think Vaibhav has already shared the syllabus with you guys, right? So
Hello.
that is
Hello.
already covered. Yes,
Hello.
Hemant, yes, please go
Hello,
ahead.
Sanitya. Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. I am asking that the companies which initially come, they are come for the like pressure or all for all the students. Like I have gap years of 3 years,
Mhm.
so I'm asking this.
Yeah, so the companies that we have here, they come for variety of roles, right? So majority of the companies that are coming here, they do not have any let's say restrictions on the gap years, right? So majority of the companies, they come
Yes,
for any,
I'm asking
yeah.
like in initial phase, like the starting, like some companies will be looking for from 20 to 22 batches, 23 batches. I'm asking in that sense.
No, so if you're performing good, right? So it does not matter that if we have a gap year, right? So if you're asking about the percentages, right? So a majority of the companies that will come, they will hire everyone who has a good score, who has good communication, and who has made the projects, right? So if that was your question.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's
So
one doubt
there
related
is
to.
nothing like an initial stage, right? So
Okay.
whenever
No,
you
no,
are
no.
done with
Actually, in
all of these
WhatsApp,
things.
there are messages like used to people share the messages of the companies, like
Mhm.
what criteria they are asking the companies from the students. That's why I was asking. There was so dilemma related to this thing that companies, whether they are giving opportunity to gap year people. I'm a IT student, but
Mhm.
there is a gap year of 3 years. That's why I'm asking. And our batch manager also said that there is 50% thing which stuck in my mind. From that day, I'm confused that whether will it be there be company for the gap year students or not.
No, so most of the companies, so I'll state this fact for everyone, right? So most of the companies that we have, they do not have any restrictions on the gap years, and they just ask us for good students, right? So what is a good student for us? So again, who is having good mock scores, has completed his or her projects, and has good communication skills. So yes, so at max there will be only 10% of the companies of the coming 100 companies, right? That will have restrictions on gap years, but that is most of the time that is not the case. So yes, you can maybe confirm this after this with Divyanshi as well, but yes, that is a fact, right?
Okay, sure. Like if there will be any confusion, I will ask in the letter. But initial, I just want to confirm.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I
sure.
was
That is
asking.
that is why we are here, right? So any doubts that
Okay,
you may have, anything, we are here for your doubts. So don't
okay,
worry
okay,
about
okay.
that.
Thank you, thank you.
Hello,
Okay.
hello, Sanidhya.
Yes, Udit.
Am I
Go ahead.
audible?
Just give me a second, Udit. Just give me
Okay,
a
okay,
second.
okay.
Yes, Udit. Go ahead, please.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Hello, Sanidhya. I just
Hi.
wanted to ask that you have said just that in weekends the project session will be conducted,
Mm-hmm.
and before the module D, we have completed three minor projects and two major projects. So it is necessary to again join those project sessions.
Okay, so I think for students like you, there only be some students who have already completed 3 minor projects and 2 major projects, right?
Yeah.
Because we already have the data for all of the students that have joined module D,
Okay.
and almost all of the students don't have any minor and the major projects. So the sessions are majorly for those students, but yes, obviously it will help because I think what project that you have made, that that will definitely be different from what we are teaching in the future sessions, right? So
No,
it
I
is
was thinking
obviously
that
beneficial, right?
no, I was thinking that if we have completed those major projects, so in
Mhm.
those time we can utilize their time in learning those projects which we have prepared earlier.
You can use the time now as well, right? So why only
I'm
choose
using,
Saturday and Sunday for revising those projects that you have already made, right? Because the mentors that we have, the projects that you have already made that were not with the help of mentors, right? Have you made those projects yourself or someone helped you with those?
I just the batch manager has told us when batch manager has conducted in weekend project sessions, and in that project session we have attended and made the project.
Okay, are you so you are not coming here for module 3, right?
I just completed my module B, then I just came here for module B.
Are you there from are you here from module 3?
Module D.
Okay, yeah. So this is majority. So first of all, connect with your batch manager, right? So if you have made your projects and you were earlier in module D,
Yes.
then you should be moved to your next module, right? So please connect with your batch manager with respect to that, or Devyanshi as well. But most of
Okay.
the students that are here, they are here from module 3, right? So for
Okay,
them
okay.
it is very important, and for those who were in module D as well, who are not able to make the projects, for them it is very important that they attend the project sessions, right? So we have seen this, that students who have projects in their resumes, they have a higher chances of getting placed and at higher packages as well. So that is very important, right? Okay.
Actually, I just listened to someone. Some teachers also told us that project is not so important than DSA. Firstly, you made the
Mhm.
project, then just learn it and just don't involve more time. Don't invest more time. Just focus on DSA.
Okay, just to clear the
Always
air
said it.
around projects, right? So again, I am reiterating this point. So you have been learning DSA starting from module 1, 2, 3, and you will be learning DSA after this as well, right? But at this stage, in the first 2 weeks of module D, it is very important that you focus on projects as well. So even if you have your technical skills, but your resume is empty, you will not be placed, right?
Yes, I
So
know.
I know that the technical skills cover the majority of what is going to get you placed, but you have to give 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks to project sessions as well. Because if you have the technical skills, but your resume is empty, right? So you will not be getting placed.
Okay.
So yes, I think
Hello,
I answered your question.
hello.
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Sir, one thing you are mentioning, you are repeating many times that good score in mocks. I would like to
Mhm.
ask one thing, sir. How much score you should maintain to get chance to sit all the DSA-based companies?
Okay, so aim for a score of at least 8 and above, right? Obviously, aim for or 10 by 10, but a good score is whatever is above 8, right? So obviously aim for 10 by 10, but anything above 8 is good for us as well. So if you are having good mock scores, your resume is complete, you have made the projects, right? And your communication skills are good, then you will be going for the placements. You will be having too many applications for companies, right? So keep all of these things in mind. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Good
sir.
evening.
Sir, I had a small question. So regarding placement, sir, so we will be
Mhm.
sitting for like actual companies during this module only or after this 2 month course? Like,
No. So you will be sitting in the placements at starting from more or less after the second week of this module D, right? Of the first month itself. So if you have made your projects and you have got good mock scores, then starting around, let's say, around third week of this month, right? So you will be sitting in placements if you are placement ready. Again, that is very important. If you are placement ready, then you will obviously be sitting for the placements in this month itself. So you don't have to wait for the end of the second month of this module. So starting at the end, around the end of this month itself, you'll be sitting in the placements. But again, that will happen only if you have the three things that I've been mentioning again and again. Yes.
okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, so we'll be continuing this for the next 10 minutes maybe, if you have any questions. Or
Hello, sir.
yes,
Good evening,
please go
sir.
ahead.
As you told, the SR also told we should every week we should give one mock. So my doubt
Mhm.
was like we will be not learning any new thing. We'll just do some projects. So like mocks will be based upon like what things
Yeah, so
all the 3 months. The
No, so
mocks
this
lab.
is not a 3-month module, right? So we will be sorry. So we'll be adding some new topics as well, but this will mostly be around the advanced level for the topics that you have already learned, right? So this will be a company specific module. So you will be getting company specific training as well. So whatever you have learned till now, this will cover the advanced part of that.
So I
And
was asking about mocks, sir. Like we'll be sitting for mocks, sir, every week. So
mhm.
like, what will be the syllabus for that?
So whatever you have learned till now, that will be the syllabus
Okay,
for
okay.
that. Yes. And you will be informed about that by your batch manager. So don't worry about that. You will be informed beforehand that this will be
Mhm.
the syllabus of the mock. So don't worry about that.
Thank you.
And yes, obviously we have the resume and communication mocks as well, right? Resume and HR mocks in module D. So it is very important that you give them because the 3 skills that I've mentioned, resume and HR mock, two are two out of those you can get tested on through the HR mocks. So that is very important, right?
हेलो सर.
Yes, Mohit, go ahead.
सर जैसे ये जो प्लेसमेंट्स होंगे वो किस मॉक पे डिपेंड होंगे हमें? फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल, 2 मॉड्यूल, 3rd मॉड्यूल पे जो मॉक दिए हैं या फिर वीकेंड मॉक जो होंगे उस पे डिपेंड करेगा प्लेसमेंट?
नहीं, so there will be a finally for clearing first month of module D, you will have to make your projects, right? So अगर तुम if you have made your projects, then there will be an intermediate placement mock, right, for everyone, intermediate DSA mock for everyone, and whoever is getting good scores in that and has made the projects, they will be applying to the companies. So
ओके
if that was
बट
your
सर,
question.
यस सर, बट
Hmm.
जैसे कि मॉड्यूल डी में हमारे मॉक्स होंगे ना
Mhm.
एवरी वीक? मॉड्यूल डी में
This will be conveyed to you by your batch manager, but yes, they may be there will be a fixed interval for your mocks. So not sure about every week, but yes, you will be constantly giving mocks, right? So that is it. And exactly when you will be the your batch manager will convey that to you.
Hello,
ओके.
Hmm.
can I ask my doubt?
Yes, please.
I just wanted to ask you that in this mock, in this the module, teachers will teach us about the SQL and just DSA something, DSA topics and SQL and computer networking operating system. But after that, the companies will come. You said that, you told us that companies will come, but there are some criteria that companies want to specialize in, just like HTML, CSS, front end. So we are just prepared for backend, and they are additionally asking for front end. Should it will affect? Will it will affect our placement?
No, so the companies that you will be applying to, that will only ask for the things that you have already studied, right?
Backend.
Yes. For the front end track, we have a different track, right? So there's a front end track as well, but if you're currently in the DSA track, right? So the companies that will be coming, the question that they will be asking, they will be from the same module that you have already learned. So nothing you will be there. So we'll be teaching you operating systems, networking as well, SQL, DBMS as well. So everything extra that you have not been taught earlier, but that is required in the placement training for placement, right? So we'll be having company specific placement training as well that will cover all of these things.
Okay, sir. So how will we making our projects? We don't have any knowledge of HTML, CSS, and then
Yes,
will
right. So as I already mentioned, so starting from Saturday, there will be project sessions. But before that, we have a very good mentor with us who is in Google, right? And he has made several projects. So he will be teaching you some basics around how to make projects, right? So before the Saturday session, there will be a class around this as well. So make sure that you attend that session because he's a very good mentor. He is working with Google and he has been helping us with these project sessions for the past 2 months, right? So make sure that you attend the session on Thursday and Friday as well, because we will give you an overview about how to make your projects and like you mentioned the topics like HTML, CSS as well. So we'll be giving the basics around that as well, right? Okay, guys, last 5 minutes. I'll take some questions from the chat as well, right? So because everyone is not, everyone may not unmute themselves and ask the questions. So go slow, guys, go slow. Who is the instructor of module D? So Vaibhav is the instructor of module D. So you have already met him if you joined at 7:30. Okay, I have good mark, not good marks in module mark, and some below average person in hope for placement. Ravi answered, though it's safe my time. Okay, so assuming you are in already, you have come here from module 3, right? Maybe Jitesh, you can mention which module you were in last month as well. Module 3. Okay, so you are in module 3, right? So your good score must have been 6 or above. So that is a good score, right? For module 3. So do not worry about that. Have confidence in yourself. But yes, again, for all of these questions, you can connect with your batch manager, right? But if you are not able to connect with your batch manager, you can obviously connect with Divyanshi and me as well. So yes, but have belief in yourself because you are here from module 3, then you have a good mark score. That is enough for getting placed in the DSA companies that will be coming. But again, the 3 very important things are your technical skills, resume, and communication. Focus on that for now, and we will decide what module you will go to after this. So yeah, how to connect with you regarding doubts, feedback. Okay, you can find us on LinkedIn as well. You can maybe find Sanidhya. You can tag me and Divyanshi on Discord as well, right? And you will be finding my LinkedIn profile. You can search Sanidhya Tiwari. I've mentioned my name in the chat. So you can search for Sanidhya Tiwari. And yes, obviously you can tag me and Divyanshi in Discord as well. So that is there. And yes, aptitude. So we have found out that aptitude is very important for getting selected in companies. So in the company specific trainings that I've mentioned, we'll be covering the aptitude part as well. So in some of our curriculum, we'll be covering the aptitude part as well. So different questions on time and unitary method. So we'll be covering that as well. So don't worry, we will get you placement ready. But it is on you that you attend the sessions, attend the classes, solve the assignments, make the projects. So we will be pushing you for that. We have everything. We have industry standard experts. But again, effort from your side is needed. So yes. If I want to go for advanced TSA for that, what will be the criteria? Okay, you can obviously go for advanced TSA after this as well, right? So if we have the good mark scores and everything that I've been mentioning again and again, you can go to advanced TSA after this as well. But in this module, try and focus on getting placed, right? For completing all of those, acquiring all of those 3 skills and getting placed. So focus more on that here. And even after getting placed, you can go to module 4 after this, the advanced TSA module. Okay, so what is the CTC of students? Yes. So as I mentioned before as well, so majority of the students, most of the students that are getting placed here at IKJob, so that are for module D, right? So that is a very important thing from you. So you have to keep that, you have to uh, make this modular success, right? So we have some numbers and we want to increase those placement numbers as well. So you have a very important role to play in that. And the average CTC is again dependent on how much efforts you're putting in, right? So we have had students in the last month who were starting from 5 lakhs, 7 lakhs, they have to 15 lakhs or 20 lakhs as well, right? But again, the starting, you have to start a career somewhere, right? And in software development, as you may all already know, the increase that you get after you change your first jobs is like too significant, right? So first focus on acquiring the skills, acquiring the required skills, and starting your career, right? So that is the first important thing that you should keep in mind. Okay. Poor mark score in previous module affect placement if I do? No. So you are in this module now, right? So forget about everything, not forget about the topics, right? Forget about the scores that you have got in your last modules, in your previous modules. So with the only thing that is important now is how you're performing in this module, right? So forget about everything, all of your scores, like in the your past modules. But you have to attend the classes now. You have to solve the assignments now, and you have to have good mark scores now. So yes, so that is very important. Okay, please show company came for. Okay, so you guys are typing too fast. Where was that question? So there was something around companies, right? So you will have a lot of companies coming for you, right? And you will see you after 15 days, you will not come to me for like the companies are not coming because you will be getting a lot of applications, right? So if you are placement ready, so you will be getting a lot of applications. So don't worry about that. Please show company came for previous batch. So you can contact a batch manager, right? So for the list of the companies that are coming there, but we have a variety of companies starting from big MNCs to big startups as well, right? So don't worry about that. Okay, I think it's 8:30 now and I'll have to end the class. So last question maybe. Classes happen daily again. So I've already answered that. Criteria for school marks. Okay. I don't want to. Recession. Okay. Yeah. So recession is not impacting us anywhere, right? Because the numbers of students that are getting placed, they have been increasing. And they have been increasing steeply, right? So the growth is exponential. So you don't have to worry about any of those things. Okay, so yeah, so daily class timing is 9 to 11 as mentioned, right? So I think what we'll do is we will end this session now, right? And you can find me and Divyanshi on Discord and you can tag us right there, right? Thank you everyone for joining. I hope this was eventful, right? And thank you. I hope we'll be seeing a lot of students in the class tomorrow and the eventual classes throughout the month as well. And yes, put in your best efforts, right? If you are putting in your best efforts, that will get you placed. So keep those three things in mind that I've mentioned, that I've been mentioning again and again, right? So your technical skills, your resume, and your communication skills. So these three things are the most important thing I should keep in mind. So okay, guys, bye. It was nice connecting with you. So yeah, so no class today, right? So this was just an introductory class. So what is going to happen, how, and what you can do about it, what you should do about it to get your dream job. So yes, if you have any doubts, again, you connect with your batch manager, or you tag me and me or Divyanshi in the Discord, right? Okay, guys, thank you. Good night. Bye bye.